We've a few bits and pieces lying about that might help with what's to come.
Bits and pieces? I risk my neck to salvage those artifacts.
I know, sweetie, and I really appreciate your artifacts.
You didn't say that when I brought them in. You said, is that all?
You'd been gone for ages.
And you think you could do a quicker job?
Yes, if you'd let me, yes.
No. Not for all the jewellery in the world.
Oh, that's a misclick.
We've a few bits and pieces lying about that might help with what's to come.
Is there a way to speed this up? I swear there was.
I know, sweetie.
Regardless.
I really appreciate your artifacts.
You didn't say that when I brought them in. You said, is that all?
You'd been gone for ages.
And you think you could do a quicker job?
Yes, if you'd let me, yes.
No. Not for all the jewellery in the world. What if I lost you?
Okay, I'm sorry. We have charms and regalia sourced at great risk from some of the most dangerous places in Rayclast. Better?
Yes, thank you.
I love them. They're adorable.
I heard of the beast before coming here. Piety talked about it. I suppose she saw no point in keeping secrets from the people she was planning to murder.
I'm so sorry, Vanya.
God, it's not your fault, Pataris. But Piety used to say that the beast was the source of her power. How she managed to turn poor men and women into those... things. She kept using a phrase. What was it?
Universal transmogrification. I heard her assistants talk about it too.
The power to change the world into anything you like.
Bloody scary power in the hands of someone like Piety.
Bloody scary powerful stop.
True enough. That kind of power in anyone's hands is going to end up misused. Like, no matter how well-intentioned they are and whatnot, they would end up, accidentally misusing it, or, they seek paradise and they end up, they don't exactly achieve it, let's say. Like, even if someone is in an evil cunt, like, say, Piety or Dominus, they could still end up causing bad shit happening with such power. Like, if I woke up in the morning and had powers of a omni-powerful god, I would not want to use them. Okay. Well, saying that, I may want to use them in limited ways, but it wouldn't be on a grand scale, because I wouldn't know how badly it would fuck it up. You know? I might get a job mowing people's lawns, and I just mow it with my, god powers. But that would be as far, any further, and it's just like, yeah, I'll just, probably end up dividing by 0 and killing everyone.
Good luck.
Good luck. You might find something useful. Try not to sneeze. It's bloody annoying. The one moment I go to record, I'm just constantly sneezing. The rest of the time, I'm fine. Cast undead support. 80% more damage while dead. That's interesting, certainly. But that's mainly useful if you're in a party. If you're soloing, it's probably not as useful. It still has its place, but it's not nearly as nice. Spell Echo. Supported spells repeat an additional time. Ooh, that's nice. If I was a caster. Immortal Call. Sounds cool. Though it kind of makes me think of a summon of where you summon, reminds me of an old reminds me of Double Tree ability, where you can summon in barbarian ancestors. That's what it kind of sounds like to me. That does look cool. I was expecting to get it, since there's a quest thing there, I was expecting to get something, but okay. We'll talk to those two up there in a mo. I want to talk to this guy first.
You have come to Thasun, the augur of lost dreams. I see into the gloom. I hear whispers of trembling heart and blackened soul. If you seek enlightenment, find a torch. If you seek to understand the nightmare, I can help you feel your way through the darkness. Your holy mantle is stained with the blood of the countless, Templar. A sacrifice worthy of a god. Just not to the god you had in mind.
You can also trade divination cards to them, though I don't have enough. You kind of need to farm them, and they only drop off certain tile sets and whatnot. That's where the map thing really comes in handy. You can use it to, if I remember correctly, to set up to like, so you go to certain tile sets and just farm enemies there. Makes your life, makes it a lot easier to farm. It's either that or go to, like, say, the Templar encampment. Sorry, not Templar, the Blackguard encampment across the bridge back in Act 3. Kill them there, leave, wait for it to reset, then head back and keep doing like this.
Keela rides more swiftly and strikes more truly than any other Dakara here. If only she could learn to think as swiftly as she rides, and speak as truly as she strikes. Better and worse are judged not on the talents one prizes, but the talents one needs. Pitaris and Vanya, two mouths that speak from one mind. When together, they express some quite interesting thoughts. When apart, well, half a thought isn't really even a thought, is it?
Well, it still is. It's just not fully formed.
Of course.
So that is cool. Though I wish I could re-angle it. Is it meant to be like two snakes fighting, or what's it meant to be? Because it's kind of awkward from this angle.
Whether it is our gods or your god who have brought you to Highgate, the consequence is the same. You believe blindly in the divine, and a blind man is never lost in the darkness. You will kill the beast within the mountain. Lady Diala has told me this. She has much faith in you, Templar. The question is, can we Maraketh share in her faith? Sekema Deshret sealed the mines, trapped the nightmare within its black den. The beast should never have been imprisoned. The beast should have been destroyed, yet for all her ferocity, it seemed that Deshret lacked the courage to do so. And now, after 2 centuries guarding this hole in the ground, this Akara lacks the strength. But you are not Deshret, and you are not one of us. You will succeed where we have failed. Deshret's banner will break the seal and open the mines. It was taken from her when she fell to Vol, the brittle emperor. Take the stairs to the southwest. Descend to the dried lake. You shall have no trouble finding the brittle emperor. You'll smell him before you see him. Bring Deshret's banner home, and you will be free to pass into the darkness as you wish.
Damn, I knew I should have gotten this in smell-o-vision. Though, one thing always comes back to me. This is a bit of a spoiler. When you kill Vol, and you talk to Petrus and Vanya, they say that Vol has died for the last time. But don't corpses constantly res themselves here in Raycost? So why wouldn't he be resed himself? I have no idea. Though at the same time, why did Oak res himself and be able to talk? It's kind of strange, ain't it? I have no idea.
The Maraketh once stood united under Deshret's banner. That was before the plagues, the tempests, the corruption. Deshret rode here with this Akara, the Kiato, to put an end to the beast's curse, and upon the very threshold of the darkness, she faltered. Perhaps she saw that King Kalm had gone there before her and not returned. Or perhaps the nightmare simply overcame Deshret's seemingly indomitable courage. Either way, she chose not to ride into the mountain to slay the beast. She closed and sealed the mines and committed this Akara to Highgate's guardianship. The tempests, the plagues, They passed. Of their own accord, or because of Deshret's seal, we do not know. But what I do know is this. When Deshret vowed to watch over these mines, she simply traded one curse for another.
I'm just looking at Lady Diala's model there. I was having a look at it the other day. I was showing Mom what she looked like. I was telling Mom about this game. And I swear she had a little different model before. I swear she had only 3 things in her head, not 6. But maybe I just missed who knows.
Vol and his unmen have dipped their fleshless claws into the lifeblood of the Maraketh since the day this Akara tethered its roer here. Such is the way with men of war. Remove their tongues, yet still they thirst for blood. Remove their bellies, yet still they hunger for battle. Remove their manhood, yet still they lust for conquest. I will make allies of whomever I deem useful. We have observed the actions of both Blackguard and Exile, and it is Pitaris and Vanya who give meaning to those actions. This Akara has not mixed with other than its own for over 200 years. The outside world has now discovered us, so it is time that we discovered it.
Again, I've said this in many things. It's just like whenever people are sealed off for ages in a small group, procreation's going to happen. And my one thing is just like, how much incest is happening? Because I'm waiting for them to be like you know, you unseal the cask and it's nothing but Joffreys inside. You know, none but incredibly, you know, affected, you know, descendants. Yeah, that's just the one thing, you know, where my mind goes in these settings. Oh, we no longer need to talk to Dahlia? Ooh, maybe I jumped the gun. Damn it, I was trying to jump, I thought I'd be missing dialogue if I didn't talk to her. Ah, well.
Kira has the blood of Deshret in her veins, and the bonds of Deshret in her mind. Her loyalty to her Akara is admirable. Her loyalty to the past is not.
Indeed. If, you know, I was saying this before, but her being obsessively loyal to Deshret is wrong, because say if, well, it's not a great thing, because say if, you know, when times change, we need to, you know, roll with the punches. We need to, you know, much as a river, you know, changes its course depending on the landscape. If you're fixated on the past, you're gonna have a much harder time doing that. And she's like head warrior person, so that's gonna really stumble the group if the head warrior person's too fixated on what the leader 200 years ago was saying.
Tasuni has been corrupted since the day he was born. Maraketh tradition would have it that such a warped child be left upon the moonlit plain for the gods to adopt. Tasuni was not taken by the gods that night. Such a thing has never happened before in our Akara. Now we know why. Tasuni is a man caught between 2 worlds, our world of light and the beast's world of darkness. He is our scout in the black, and without him, Nightmare would remain beyond our understanding. And an enemy you cannot know is an enemy you cannot fight.
No, you can fight them, you'll just probably get, you know, a lot of black eyes. Like, you know, swing around blindly with your weapon, kind of thing.
Not a cockroach. Hello?
Yeah, I missed some dialogue because of that. But, unless they've changed it, you should already know it from the first playthrough. Though I certainly don't remember it.
Impatient reekings. They waft to me from that mountain. That's all I can smell. Not a cockroach. Stinking anticipation. Vol the Pure, they called him. Vol the Murderer, I call him. In his name, an emperor was murdered. In his name, an empire was murdered. Yes, it was Malachi's lips that kissed me. Yes, it was Malachi's hand that led me to the rapture. No, no, and no again. It was Vol's words that put me there. Bye-bye.
She is creepy. So, anyway. Now that we've done that, we know what to go... Well, that is trippy. That's probably one of the microtransaction stuff. Like, seriously, isn't this a great game? Completely free, with only some microtransactions keeping it afloat.
I am sorry, God. We must learn not to abuse your creations.
Like, some cool microtransaction stuff in the game. And that's what's keeping it afloat. And it's a really good action RPG. I'm not a fan of this genre. And the first time I finished it, I wanted to play more. I kept playing it. Like, this is such a great game. Like I said, I'm not a fan of this genre, so even then I do tire of it a bit. But I hate this game so much less than Diablo 3. I played Diablo 3 and I wanted to rip my own eyes out. With this game, I don't mind going the extra step in stuff, you know, looking more, doing whatever, because I actually really enjoy it. It really does it for me. And like, if I was to suggest a action RPG to someone who's never tried one before, it would be this. Because it's just that great. So, yeah. Basically. Ooh, silver coin. Yes. This is horror. Well, that's friendly. We'll batter our way through these. Pop this. Open the portal. And through. We'll go and talk with Navali first.
Welcome. They run, they bite, they flee, they die. Swarms of fur and teeth and tail drown each and every room.
Fantastic. I kind of hope we just find it on a nice one-room thing. Well, a one-floor thing rather than what we've encountered before with them spread over multiple floors. Because that was a bit annoying, really. Fucking lag. Fucking lag. This is why I love Minions. It deals with the goddamn lag for me. Certainly they don't really deal too well with rangers that stay at melee range. If they're too far away from me, my minions just kind of stand there, as we've seen before. But yeah, if they get close enough, all is well. Dire Spine, the Hungry, Dusk Killer. Oh, remember in Malgaro's place, we could get a, we found one of these guys, like a named enemy, like Dusk Killer. There used to be a named zombie guy there before, but they removed him in patch 2.0. Brave laugh. So yeah, they removed him and replaced him with the spider that I found there. I was reading that on the wiki. Phantom Mace. Let's see. Ooh, that's not half bad. But I don't use shields anymore. Still, I'll grab it.
Beast of burden.
Oh, I forgot to sell these. Christ, that takes up a lot of space. It's tempting to take the Highland Blade because I might be able to make it better than what the other guy currently has. Though I don't know what's the current stats of what he currently has. Also, toss that on the ground. Now I can grab this. Okay, you go here. Go to the armor.